There we are. There we are. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of Rfc After Hours. Let's go ahead and show the camera a little something. Actually, let's not go to the camera just yet because we have a little bit of breaking news here. Let me get this little picture out of the way. There we are. A little bit of breaking news today, actually. Right when we started the show, I scrolled through my Twitter feed while I let the music play, and I noticed something. Now, this is I believe, the girlfriend of someone I follow on Twitter. Progress, yeah, he's a commentary YouTuber type thing. Anyway, he retweeted his girlfriend's tweet here, which says, "Imagine ruining someone's travel plans, commute, and daily plans, and just saying, 'Oops, what an asshole.'" And she's quote tweeting none other than "Ya boy?" ? James Charles. Now, James Charles is someone I'm not particularly a big fan of. It's nothing, personal or anything like that. I just, think he looks funny, and it's fun to make fun of him. It's nothing really hatred or nothing really like far out there. I just, I don't know. I just never really understood him. I believe he's one of these, progressive types where he's like, trying to, I don't know what he is. It's a weird part of the internet I don't go to, but apparently he's all the rage with all the stan accounts, I guess. It's a weird culture out there. But generally, the point I'm trying to make is that people really love this guy. And I say guy in question marks because, I don't know. He's just who people like, apparently. I'm not entirely sure why. But seeing him criticize on my Twitter feed is something that just never happens. So I'm going to have to look into this live on the air right now. Let me go ahead and see what's going on. James Charles is from the BBC. It's a mainstream news source, so I don't know how valid this place is, but let's give it a good look. James Charles, Birmingham gridlocked after a YouTube visit. All right. Let's go ahead and give this a read. An appearance by the YouTuber James Charles is believed to have brought Birmingham City Central to a standstill after 8,000 fans flocked to the bullring. The beauty guru was greeted by 3 floors of screaming supporters during his visit to this shopping center at about 11:30 GMT on Saturday. But motorists were struck and gridlocked traffic from 15 to 19:30. Drivers trying to leave car parks found they were struck, and some opted to abandon their vehicles overnight. Suffolk Street, Queensway, Navigation Street, and Hill Street were all at a standstill. And then they include a little bit of a Twitter video here. Let's go ahead and give it a watch. Oh, is it going to take me here? Jeez. Look at all these people. They got what was that shot? They got every floor covered. It hurts. Okay. Alright, so you got that video for, I guess, context there. Booted me out of the article. Let me go back here. Celebrity vlogger Charles tweeted a video showing the crowds at the shopping center on Snapchat. He said it was the biggest meet and greet session he's ever done. There were over 8,000 sisters at the mall. He said, "We keep breaking records every single time. I will literally never forget today." Some fans have begun queuing at 8 o'clock to see him, but it is believed only about 250 took part in the meet and greet appearance inside the Morph makeup store. Crowds of supporters blocked the aisles, bringing the shopping center to a standstill. On Snapchat, Charles said he had wanted to say goodbye to fans at the bullring, but it was a hazard and he had to get straight in his car. Okay then. Yeah, you had to get straight in the car. The only thing straight about James Charles, but okay. After discovering the traffic chaos caused, he tweeted a cheeky "oops." Okay. Is there more to this? Oh, there is more, actually. All right, so he tweeted, "Oops." At the scene, Tom Richardson of BBC News. "Unlike the thousands of teenagers hoping to catch a glimpse of their idol, I'd gone to the bullring on Saturday morning to shop. The top 2 floors were filled with excited youngsters and some slightly bleary-eyed parents as fans passed the time posing for selfies and jostling for the best position. Repeated security announcements begged them to stop pushing." Oh boy, sounds like a good time. What's going on, Polar Plays in the chat? When James Charles finally stepped out into the shopping center, the deafening scream that erupted would have sounded out a place of pop concert. My reading abilities are top notch today. Afterwards, the more loudspeaker announcements pleaded with lingering fans to disperse. James Charles will not be making any more appearances today, but they didn't seem to be going anywhere. For the rest of us, the spectacle made for a wholesome, if bemusing distraction from the standard weekend shopping trip. What's all the fuss about, one man asked the security guard. Some bloke off YouTube, came the reply. All the boomers, they don't understand. It's James Charles. Why aren't they hyped like the rest of us? Oh my gosh, that's funny. The boomers. Just some YouTuber. Anyway, West Midland Police had earlier said that the gridlock was causing problems with traffic lights at the junction of Bristol Street and Horsefair, but contractor Amy later said this was incorrect and the lights have been working all day. Birmingham City Council said it was analyzing the data to establish the cost of the congestion and blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't think we really need to see any more. They included a tweet here. This was an absolute disgrace today. Bad stewarding. There could have been a crush. There nearly was. And nothing on entry to the bull ring today to say this was happening. Poorly organized and should have been reviewed by everyone involved. So it sounds like a Tanacon type situation right here. And James Charles' response to this was to just say, oops. Oops. Just a little oopsie there. Okay, I mean, it doesn't seem like anything like major. I don't really see the outrage. It's just kind of interesting. I don't really understand the whole James Charles situation there. I don't really get that side of YouTube. It's weird. But let me go ahead and start playing some music. See what we have on here. I have some sounds downloaded. There we go. Okay, that should be good. Alright, I actually downloaded some music this time, so I'm just playing it through YouTube, save bandwidth and stuff like that. Whoops, it's a little loud. Alright, well, with that being said, that was actually not the focus of the show today. Instead, we're going to talk about the beta liberal, Destiny, who decided he was going to go on the James Lee Peterson show, a show I was previously completely unfamiliar with. My apologies, the music is loud. Can I not get it? Okay. Oh my gosh. I just want it to be level 2, please. I can't. Alright, we'll just have to stick with 3 for now. Alright, I hope that's not too loud. Now, yeah, today we're going to be talking about the sort of Jesse Lee Peterson podcast he did with Destiny. Now, if you don't know, Destiny is a huge Twitch streamer. He does stuff on Twitch. He's very known for his political debates. He's actually one of the few Twitch streamers who likes to engage in politics and debating conservatives like that. It's some really interesting stuff, even though I'm, very right-wing if you, couldn't tell. I actually really enjoy Destiny and listening to his content because although I, disagree with him a lot, obviously, I find it interesting to listen to other perspectives and just see where they're coming from. And, I take no issue to that. So, but listening to him on Jesse Lee Peterson, I listened to it the first time, right? And I ended up hating Jesse. But then I listened to it several times again, and I realized I was entirely missing the point here because, Jesse Lee Peterson's an interesting sort of case. Because he's not really like a serious debater, a serious show. It's more on like the Alex Jones level of like political podcasting, where he's like sort of like a meme, but it's not obvious that he's a meme the first time through. And in this podcast, he just plays Destiny like a fiddle. And I thought, I've had it sitting in I have a little playlist of things that I'll just put stuff in that playlist of things I want to talk about on the show. And some of the things I have in there are like not really like time exclusive where I have to talk about them on a particular time slot. With this, that was one of those things. And so I was going to talk about it a while back ago, but I've been, busy making videos and stuff like that. But I figured today is pretty much the last day we can talk about this situation where it's timely. So I'm going to go ahead and load that up. But beforehand, let's do some research on our boy Jesse Lee Peterson because I still am not very informed on who he really is. So let's go browse his Wikipedia page here. Alright, let's see. Jesse Lee Peterson is an American conservative pundit, minister, author, and media personality. He's the host of Jesse Lee Peterson Show, a national radio show which airs on Newmax TV and the Fallen State TV web series. He's also a president and founder of the Brotherhood organization of a new Destiny a religious nonprofit dedicated to family values. Now, I did hear he was kicked off of his thing. I don't think this Wikipedia page is very timely. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he was kicked off of his show, right? Jesse Lee Peterson, how do I type this? Kicked off radio or something? Yeah, they had some, they wanted to separate themselves from him real fast, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's see. Jesse Lee Peterson. I'm trying to research this. Moves to YouTube. Let me see. It's just YouTube videos. All right, but it's my understanding that basically, I thought I'd be able to pull up an article on this. It's my understanding that basically, Jesse Lee Peterson had his radio show, but he was kicked off the air for being too controversial, so he moved to YouTube to sort of host his new platform, and that's kind of how he became a big deal. But we're not interested in that today. We're going to be talking about our boy Jesse Lee Peterson going on to debate Destiny, because it is some quality stuff right there. The memes, they're just top notch. So let me go ahead and look that up real quick on his YouTube page. Let me see. Here we are. All right, so here's his YouTube page. I'm actually not subbed. I will sub to him. Let's go ahead and find his Destiny debate. Here it is. He clipped it. It's 40 minutes long. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the music here. We're gonna give it a good listen. We're gonna listen. I don't know if we're gonna listen to the whole thing. Maybe we'll have to see. But this is some good top-notch quality stuff. Why are you confused, potato fucker? By the way, are you the same guy who was in my Discord server, the I Fuck Potatoes, the old server before it got well, we don't talk about that. I hope you are that guy though, because you were like kind of like an inside joke with me and my friends, and we were sad because like when the server is gone, we were like, man, we don't have I Fuck Potatoes in the server anymore. But hopefully you're the same guy, unless we have a lot of potato fucking fans or something. I don't know. Let's go ahead and start watching this.
I have with me in studio Destiny, right?
Yeah.
So right off the bat, we can tell Jesse Lee Peterson is a hip, not boomer at all. He knows what he's talking about. He's all connected in the internet online world.
How did you get the name? Is that a lady name?
Yeah.
Oh, Destiny! No! Oh, right. Is that a lady name? Just right off the bat. Just the first part. We're 8 seconds into the interview, and he's already making fun of his own guest. This is going to be great.
Kind of. I made it when I was like 9.
You call yourself Destiny?
Well, in real life, I call myself Steven, but online, I go by Destiny. Yeah.
Oh, so your real name is Steven?
Yeah.
But online, you pretend to be a woman?
No.
Ah! Destiny! Oh my gosh. It's like right here in the interview, you start to realize something, that this isn't going to be a regular intellectual big brain debate. No. This is going to be something just a little bit different.
No, I just have a feminine name, I guess.
Yeah, that's a girl name.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it is.
Do they know you have a girl name online?
I don't think most people see it that way online.
Do they see Destiny as a male name?
I guess so, yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Destiny is a Twitch streamer, a gamer, and YouTube
He's a gamer, everyone.
personality who also cover politics and philosophy. His website is
philosophy. I love it when like these people. This is why people don't like the skeptic community or like any really largely politically centered YouTube channel. Is they don't like them when they act like they're like more than they actually are. Because the thing about it is like a lot of these people who do like politics on their channel will act like, you know, they're like some big like, you know, philosopher, speaker coming up with new ideas. No. They're just talking about stupid stuff that they find interesting. In this case, you know, politics and stuff like that. And, you know, it can lead to interesting, you know, debate, so to say. But, you know, it's the moment people step a little outside their bounds that people don't like it.
It's destiny.gg. I appreciate
I love the picture right here. The first thing you see on his channel.
you coming in.
I appreciate you having me.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And so are you
It's so awkward. It's like both of them. I don't know about Jesse, but Destiny definitely hates his life right now. Like he's really subdued. If you watch his streams, he's a little more fired up than this. But apparently, like they did this in the morning, and he's more of like a night person, so it wasn't like, you know, fully like, you know, energized in this interview. He's more subdued, more laid back. But you can already tell in his eyes, he's hating his life right now.
a liberal.
Probably very liberal
Probably very liberal.
compared to
Compared to what?
most Americans. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? How old are you?
30 years old.
Really? And how long have you been a liberal?
Probably 5 to 6 years, maybe.
And you were a conservative prior to becoming a liberal?
Very much.
And what made you become a liberal?
I got a little older, a little smarter.
Oh,
Kinda
you,
grew out of it. Yeah.
and you were tired of being a man?
I'm tired.
Oh, roasted. It's so funny too because he literally like doesn't care about anything. He's one of these people who just like, just no cares given. He's just going to straight up insult his own guest on his own show. Not even 2 minutes in.
Being an idiot, but
So you woke up one day, you know what? I'm tired of being a man. I want to be a liberal.
I think there are plenty of men that are liberals.
Not
but
real men.
You really think so?
Men who are liberals are betas.
What do you mean?
It was right here that Destiny realized he made a mistake. He made a large mistake in coming on.
What is a man to you?
I'll tell you in a minute. That's a good question. I wanted to ask you first, though. Let me ask, are you Cuban?
Half, yeah.
Half Cuban and half what?
European stuff. I don't know.
So, okay. Your mother was Cuban or your father?
Mom was Cuban.
And your dad is, you don't know what
I
he
don't know,
was.
some European, yeah.
Did you know your father?
Yeah, I just don't know the background much. I don't really care that much.
That's really weird to me, to be honest. Like, I know there's a lot, you don't know about your parents, like, generally, like, but it's kind of weird not to know your own, like, sort of, like, ethnic backgrounds. Like, to me, that's, like, one of the things you should probably know just offhand, like, just out of pure curiosity's sake, or just, like, because, any normal person, I feel, like, want to know that. Like, where did I come from, Maybe that's just me, but it's kind of weird to me that Destiny just has no interest in his background. He's just, I'm a liberal. That's it. I don't know. That's weird to me.
Much.
You don't care that much?
Nah.
About your father?
About my heritage or my ethnic
Oh, yeah.
background.
I understand that. And so I read that you were banned from Twitter.
Yep.
Why?
I don't know. I got reported by a lot of people.
And what did they say about you?
Who? Twitter or the people that reported
That
me?
reported you to make them ban you?
Oh, I have no idea. I got reported for all sorts of stuff.
What were you saying?
Now, when you got reported, that was around the time you had Tonka Saw on his show, and everyone's kind of speculating now that Tonka flagged him, but I'm not entirely sure about that.
I just whatever things liberals say. I'm not sure.
Oh. And so are you okay with being a liberal? Do you feel like a man as a liberal? Because most men...
he just doesn't care at all. He's gonna insult Destiny. So at the moment, like right now, his audience is listening. He gets about 1,000 viewers per podcast. So he's going to insult Destiny so that for the rest of the 38 minutes left of this entire interview, his entire audience is just gonna think. Is he gonna think like Destiny's like some like transgender wannabe? Just think completely poorly of him. Like it's such a power move, to be honest. Because Destiny's coming on here expecting for a real debate. He's expecting her to come on like a clash of ideas or something. Because after all, he's a big brained liberal. But no. Destiny made a little bit of a mistake here.
Real men are conservative.
What do you mean when you say real man?
Real men. What is a man in your opinion?
Well, I'm curious what a man is to you.
I'll tell you that in a minute, but tell
Yeah, Destiny does this a lot where like he'll deflect the question back to you instead of actually answering it. It's like it's like Destiny's own version. Like he's like, because right here, Jesse's like completely playing him right now. Like this isn't going to be serious at all. This is just going to be a complete trash fire. So I think Destiny is smart enough to realize that. So he's going to play back by deflecting every stupid question Jesse asks him back to him. But it's kind of annoying because, through the course of the interview, Jesse's going to ask some questions and then Destiny's just going to be like, well, you answer it, no you. And it's just kind of annoying. But I mean, I get what he's doing. They're both like trying to outplay each other. This whole interview is basically just 4-dimensional chess playing.
Since you're my guest, what is a man?
What is a man?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, people that have values of, I guess, honor or integrity or chivalry, people that stand up for what they believe in. I mean, there's a lot of general.
But you're not sure what a man is?
In what, are you asking like in a scientific sense or
Period, just period. What is a man?
I mean, I think I already gave an answer. What do you think a man
That's
is?
your opinion. So you don't really know what a man is? Did you grow up close to your mother?
Jesse! Oh my gosh. Grow up close to your mother. That's a good line. It's a good insult.
Close to both parents.
Who were you the closest to, your mother or your father?
I'd say it was about 50-50 on both.
So you're 50% daddy and 50% mama?
Exactly, right down the middle.
So are you half
And
man,
everybody knows that's not true. That's not true.
half woman?
I don't think that's how male or female works.
How does it work?
Not like that.
How does it work?
I mean, it depends on what sense you're asking.
A man is a male who turned to man. He grew out of malehood and became a man, and he is a man that loves God with all his heart, soul, and might, along with nothing else. He treat all people the same because he has no anger. He loves what's right. He lead people in the right way to go. President Trump, and I'm sure you would agree, is a perfect example of what a man is. A man.
Oh, so right now in Jesse's entire description of what a man is, it's basically the opposite of Destiny. Let's go back and listen to that.
Is
Okay, a man is a
man that loves God with all his heart, soul,
Destiny is atheist, so already scratch.
and might, along with nothing else. He treat all,
Sorry, Destiny's agnostic, not atheist.
all people the same because
Treats all people the same. Destiny does not treat all people the same.
he has no anger.
Destiny is full of anger. If you watch his streams, there's not most of the time you watch his streams, he's gonna be pissed off about something.
He loves what's right. He lead people in the right way to go.
Well, obviously, Destiny, leads people into, his sort of ideas. Well, I don't know, leads people. He talks about it a lot. So naturally, his fans are going to be more politically, like-minded like Destiny. So already, like, Jesse's given the description of everything Destiny isn't to mess with him, to make him, look like a beta.
President Trump, and I'm sure you would agree, is a perfect example of what a man is. A man even loves.
And then he ends it off by, saying Trump is the definition of what a man is. There's not a single bigger Trump fan in the room right now than Destiny. So obviously Destiny is going to agree 100% with this statement. I swear, you can see, go back 20 seconds, right? This is 4:11, so let's go back 20 seconds. Destiny, all right, he's looking all right. Now, go back to where we were before, about 4 minutes in. He's getting pissed off by the second. It's because Jesse's playing him right now.
President Trump, and I'm sure you would agree, is a perfect example of what a man is. A man even loves his enemies because he has no anger for anyone. Would you agree that President Trump is a real man?
I'm not sure what you mean by man. I heard you describe a bunch of things that have nothing to do with men.
It's his nature. He has an obligation of being right. His
I think men and women can be correct or incorrect about things. I don't think any of those things
His duty is to be right. I mean, literally, live right, be right, and lead the way. That's his duty. Would you agree to that?
I mean, if that's his duty, he's doing a pretty poor job of it right now.
Do you agree that the Great White Hope is a real man?
What is the Great White Hope?
President Trump.
If he is, he's
Oh my gosh. Jesse also does this a lot. As much as Destiny will reflect the question back and when he can't answer it, Jesse will ask a really vague question to Destiny, but then he'll ask it again in a different way. And when Destiny asks for clarification, he'll reword it in the exact same way he asked before.
doing a pretty bad job.
In what way?
I mean, we're in the longest government shutdown in recorded history as we speak right now.
Whose fault is that?
It's his fault. He's the leader.
No, it's the Democrats' fault. They don't want to give you the money to give him the money. Come closer to the mic for me. They don't want to give.
Come closer to the mic. Okay. This is a good move here. Because the mic sounds fine before. Let's go back 10 seconds.
Whose fault is that?
It's his fault. He's the leader.
All right, so you're listening to the audio from Destiny. The audio sounds fine. Now let's listen again where he tells him to get closer to the mic.
No, it's the Democrats' fault. They don't want to give you the money to give him the money. Come closer to the mic for me. They don't want to.
Now he has to stand awkwardly during the entire interview while Jesse's sitting there comfortably. So he's bringing Destiny. It's where he's playing him the entire time because the audio sounds no different. Let's listen to this again.
Turn it up a little bit or something, Joe.
I can speak a little closer. Yeah, that's okay. I would agree with you.
The Democrats don't want to give.
Yeah, the audio sounds the exact same. Destiny didn't need to get closer to the mic. Jesse's just doing that to make him even more uncomfortable. It's such a power move.
Give the president the money to put the wall up.
I mean, I could either agree with you or I could agree with Trump. When government shutdowns happened under Obama, Trump said that it was the fault of the sitting president if a shutdown happened. So do you think Trump was wrong when he said that?
I don't remember him saying that, but
We can bring up his tweets, I'm sure, if we
I
need
do
to.
agree that the Democrats forced the president to shut down the borders because they refused to put the country
What's going on, Mad Bomber in the chat?
first. Isn't it true that they should protect the country before they protect illegal aliens?
Do you think the CEO of a company would blame his board of directors for not being able to get something done?
Is it true that they should protect
Don't they do that all the time?
the country before protecting illegal aliens first?
Don't you think if you're the leader of a country, you should
You're
be able
not
to
answering
get...
that question.
Well, I'm just
Should
curious.
they
I thought Trump was
put-
supposed to be a businessman.
Should they put the country first or illegal aliens first?
You should probably put the country first.
You said probably. You're not sure?
Well, I don't know what you mean by country or illegal aliens or what you mean by put it first. It's a loaded
Should
question.
America be put first, become first before illegal aliens who are trying to break into our country?
What about the illegal aliens that are here right now? Aren't they part of America?
Oh, should they put America before?
I swear, both of them. This is all the show is. It's just both of them trying to outplay each other and make each other look bad. It's all this is. It's like, because the moment they come on, Destiny's expecting a real debate, and Jesse insults him in the first 8 seconds. So then Destiny realizes, okay, this is like this whole entire show is just designed to make me look bad. So I'm going to try to make Jesse look bad, and Jesse's trying to make Destiny look bad. It's just a complete 4D chess gameplay right here. It's not even a real debate.
Before they put illegal aliens
Put it where?
first.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You do agree to that?
I maybe.
Are you for illegal aliens breaking the law just coming into our country?
Not generally, no.
You're not for that?
No, I don't think
When
so.
you say not generally, are you saying you some?
All Destiny. The only time Destiny answers a question, he'll answer it really vaguely. I mean, in fairness, they are sort of vague questions, but Destiny will answer like maybe. It's because he's so confused right now. He's like, what is going on right now? Imagine being in this position, this situation. Must be wonderful.
What for it?
I mean, it depends on the type of illegal immigrant, I guess.
Oh, there are certain types that you would let in?
Yeah, I guess, maybe. Sure.
Like what type?
A high-skilled laborer might come here and overstay a visa. I don't think that's necessarily a harmful immigrant.
We're talking about the ones who are breaking the law coming across the borders. The
Somebody that
illegal-
overstays their visas, that's where most illegal immigrants come from. are
How
people that
about the
overstay their
ones
visas.
who are breaking the law? They're not coming with visas. The
Most
ones
of them
who
that are here
breaking the
legally are,
law,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Those who are breaking the laws to come here.
Yeah, if you overstay your visa, that's a form of breaking the law.
How about if you come across the border illegally?
How about it?
Are you for them doing that?
No, you should probably try to find a way to get here legally.
Yeah. Okay.
What does that have to do with the government shutdown?
Are you aware that the Democrats are willing to give other countries buku money? They even give Mexico and other countries buku money, but they're not willing to put up the money to protect their own country, America.
What's boku money?
Lots of money.
Destiny likes to do this weird thing where he'll sort of, I don't know what it is. It's like he tries to debate everything very by the books, very strictly. I remember I was watching actually Steven Crowder debate this one chick from a school that's not far from me actually, from their own debate team. She's probably someone I've seen before in person. I'm not entirely sure, but I know I've been to that school before. Anyway, I watched Steven Crowder debate her, and she does this thing that all debaters were taught, even me when I was in the debate team, is that basically we were taught to debate very by the books. And now it depends on the exact debate, but specifically a debate like, what's that one? It's CX debate. It's a cross-examination debate. You're taught to debate very by the books and by the terms. Like you don't talk generally. You have to have a concrete definition for everything. And the way you win the debate is basically by attempting to sort of outsmart the other one. Even if they're winning practically, you just throw a bunch of book terms at them that they don't know, and then you win. And what Destiny likes to do is that he doesn't like to debate things very broadly like, human beings typically do. He'll try to go try to have a concrete scientific answer for everything. And it just doesn't work. It's not how you talk to real people. It might work well for a stream where you're talking by yourself or like on a live debate, but you're still like on your own stream. But in the real world, when you're having real human interactions, you have to debate a little more broadly than that. I think later on in the debate, Jesse Lee Peterson asked for Destiny's thoughts on a Trump-related issue, and Destiny was asked like, let's pull up the debates. Let's, pull up a citation or something. And it's like, you can't do that in the real world.
For how?
You're not aware of that?
In what ways do we give them money?
Many ways. You're not aware of it? Are you saying you're not aware? I just want to understand that.
I'm just curious in what ways you think we do.
Is it fair to give other countries money, but not give money to put up a wall around your country?
I don't know. Is it fair to give tax cuts to the wealthiest Americans and spend a lot of money on our military, but not fund the wall? I mean, Trump could have done it with...
It's almost like Destiny's trying to make this his interview. Like, or maybe he doesn't even know it's an interview at all. Maybe he just comes on and, he's like, he thinks like a discussion. It's an interview, So why is he trying to twist the questions that are coming towards him back at him? This isn't it's not, Jesse Lee Peterson, on Destiny's stream. It's, he's on the show. So why is he trying to interview the other person? It's weird.
Any number of funding bills, I mean.
Amazing. Did you vote for Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, I did.
Like how he just dismisses. He just dismissed Destiny's entire question.
Americans and spend a lot of money on our military, but not fund the wall. I mean, Trump could have done it with any number of funding bills. I mean,
amazing.
He tries to answer. He's like, and then Destiny keeps going on talking about whatever he's talking about, and he's like, that's great, and then he just moves on. He doesn't care.
Did you vote for Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, I did.
Well, no wonder your name is Destin.
Oh, Destiny!
Destiny, but
Destiny.
To be fair, your name is Jesse. I've heard that used for women quite a bit as well.
With the I, it is.
See, this is where Destiny starts playing Jesse's games. He's like, all right, you're gonna go down that path. I'll teach you a little lesson. He starts insulting Jesse's name.
I just hear it. I hear Jesse. If somebody told me that Jesse was coming into a room, I'd be expected to see a pretty lady.
Not with the I.
I can't hear an
Are
I.
you married?
That's funny. So it's like Destiny's capable of like playing, Jesse's games. But after this moment, he goes back to, being Destiny and trying to, debate specifics on a talk show. It's weird.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What does any of this have to do with the government shutdown?
Let me go. I just explained to you that the president.
Wait. Go back a bit.
I can't hear an I.
Are you married?
Are you married?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
He asked that question for literally no reason. There was literally no reason there to ask that question. He's just taking any jab he can at him. It's great.
What does any of this have to do with the government shutdown?
Let me go. I just explained to you that the president was forced to close down parts of the government because the Democrats refused to give him money to put the wall up. But they're willing to support abortion. Are you for abortion?
Why wasn't the president able to negotiate with the Democrats?
Because the Democrats are evil. They're selfish. They want the votes.
Oh my gosh. He just so straight up say anything. The Democrats are evil. Just on his own show. I'm beginning to see why he was kicked off his own, radio show because, they probably don't want that on there. But this is gold right here. This is gold.
That's why they want the illegal aliens in here. And they think just because they're running Congress right now that they have the power. They don't. But
they weren't running Congress. The Republicans were.
They are now. Are you for?
So why didn't the Republicans get it funded?
They're weak beta males.
Right? Oh my gosh! You know what? I think after this, I'm gonna make a beta emote on the Twitch chat. I think it's time we add another emote in there.
No Republicans.
Wait, I thought you said conservatives were alpha males.
They're not conservative.
Oh.
President Trump is a conservative.
Is he the only one?
No,
McConnell?
Steve King.
Oh, the white supremacist? He's a conservative?
Why do you call him a white supremacist?
Because he believes that white people are superior to other people?
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
He didn't say that.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
More or less, he said it before.
Are you a nationalist?
No, not really.
You're not? Why not?
I don't really care much about, I guess, countries is not my interest.
You don't care that much about America?
I care about the people in America.
But do you care about America?
As a concept? Not necessarily. Not more than the people inside of it.
Do you care about the country, America?
Not more than the people inside of it, no.
This is weird to me. This is kind of like when he was asking, like, do you know anything about your dad's background? And he was like, I don't know. I don't care. It's weird to me that, maybe this is just my different idea, but it's weird that you wouldn't care about something like, your parents' heritage or, something about the country that you live in. Like, wait, I'm not saying you have to, like, love America or something. If you don't really care for it, then I'm not saying that. But it's like, he'll be like, I don't care, I'm just here. I'm just here to just, like, debate my own ideas. I don't care about the country. I don't care about where I'm from and stuff. And it's like, I feel like naturally you should have something, like, in you that makes you want to care about, what you're made of, where you're from, who your people are, something like that. Like, you should want to care about that. You should want to be proud of it. It's just weird to me that you wouldn't.
Amazing. And so
amazing. He's like, you don't care about America? What's wrong with you? Destiny's like, nope. Amazing.
For the wall going up, right?
No, not really.
Are you for the wall going up in Israel? Israel has a wall. Are you for that?
I mean, that's Israel's business. I don't really pass judgment on what other people do.
Are you for that?
He doesn't pass judgment on what other people do? That's a weird way to word it. I get what he's saying, but the way he makes it out like, oh, I don't care what anyone else does. I'm just my own man or something. It's like, well, he's always given his opinions on things. I'm not sure what the point is. I kind of get what he's saying there. Like, he's saying something like, by the way, what's up, Dr. Shivago? But I get what he's saying. He's saying something like, like, I don't really care what other countries do. But he says, like, what does he say exactly? Let me roll back 10 seconds. Hello?
I don't know. I'm indifferent to it.
Up in Israel? Israel has a wall. Are you for that?
I mean, that's Israel's business. I don't really pass judgment on what other people do.
Are you?
He says what other people do. I think he meant what other countries do. Since, he just said before he's not a nationalist. But he says other people, so it makes it sound like, oh, I don't care what anyone else does. I'm my own guy. I don't really criticize anyone or have any opinions about any other people that, aren't associated with me. It's like, yeah, of course you do. What's wrong with you? But I do get what he's saying. I'm pretty sure he made a mistake there. I'm not entirely sure. He's slipping on the air. It's because Jesse told him to get closer to the mic. That's the problem here. Is now he's off. He's uncomfortable now. Because now he has to, like, awkwardly, like, hunch forward while Jesse's sitting there comfortable, laid back. He has to, like, hunch forward to the mic. He's off guard a little. Amazing.
You for that?
I don't know. I'm indifferent to it. I don't know.
Do you support Israel putting a wall up around the country?
If they want to. It's their country. They can do whatever they want.
Why can't we do that here?
We could if we wanted to. I don't want to. I'm not Israeli. I'm American.
I'm for Israel putting the wall up. I think they did the right thing. We should do it here as well. I read that, I want to ask, what do you think about the attack on free speech?
That moment right there actually is really, like, it's almost, like, symbolic of the entire, maybe not symbolic, that's the wrong word, but it's like reflective of the entire podcast. Jesse asks the question, like, are you for Israel putting up a wall? Destiny answers that like, well, if they want to do it, like, I'm not saying yes or no. He doesn't give a straight answer, and then Jesse just straight up like, yeah, I support it. It's reflective of the whole podcast. Jesse's like down to earth. He'll give you his opinion on anything, whereas Destiny's like, well, maybe, this or, maybe that or something. But he just doesn't, stay straight. He doesn't have like a core opinion on really anything on this podcast. I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird to me. Like I said on SFTB, JLP reminds me of Hannibal Buress' character. Oh, man.
By social media. What do you think about that?
What attack on free speech by social media?
You said that they blocked you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that was fair?
I mean, it's their First Amendment right to do so.
Was it right to block you for free speech?
I mean, it's their freedom of speech to do so.
So you thought it was okay to do that?
Yeah, I mean, they're protected by the First Amendment. Are you against the First Amendment?
You are correct in that since they own the media, they own social media, the aspect of it, they can do what they want. It's their business. In America, they can do what they want. Mm-hmm. But are you okay with it?
I mean, personally, I would like to not be banned. But
again, he does it again. He's like, well, personally, it's like, just answer it. But he can't answer it because if he said yes, he supports it, then that means he supports himself getting deplatformed. But if he says no, that means he goes against his ideas of, well, they're allowed to. It's just weird. And this is Jesse Lee Peterson's way of like, it's a funny show, but this is also him being serious for a minute. This is his way of not entirely like, it's his way of like showing Destiny's flawed system of logic, but like not outright. He's not outright saying, well, this is why your beliefs are flawed or something. He's doing it in a very interesting way that makes me like, obviously it's a comedy show, but there is some serious aspect to it where he's, able to snake his way through Destiny's mind and really expose, without Destiny even realizing, his flawed system of, ideas.
From a legislative or legal standpoint, that's their right to do so.
What made them ban you? You are a liberal.
It's almost like they ban people regardless of political affiliation.
They do it to conservative. What made them do it to you?
I'm not entirely sure. They never told me.
I wanted to ask.
That's kind of weird. He just doesn't know why. I don't know. I thought they told you why. Like, they'll pinpoint like your tweet or something. They'll be like, yeah, you got banned for this tweet right here.
Illegals that are coming here, they land they end up in the black communities first around the country. And so they are really bad for the country and really bad for black people, first and foremost, because they take jobs away from blacks. They bring their drugs and crime into the black community, and blacks are already suffering from crime.
Is unemployment at like 3.8% right now? Are they really?
Let me finish this. Not all, but most. The illegal aliens take over healthcare because they're having babies and stuff, and the black women can't get into these hospitals and things like that. The employers hire the illegal aliens for day labor over the blacks because it's cheaper to hire illegal aliens, an illegal alien. Does it bother you that blacks are affected first and foremost by illegal aliens coming in?
I don't understand how Trump can say that black unemployment is the lowest it's ever has been, but somehow all these illegals are stealing jobs from black people. I don't know who I'm supposed to believe, you or Trump there.
Does it bother you that the blacks are being affected first and foremost?
He states a fact, and then Jesse repeats the question. He just doesn't care at all. This is great.
I don't understand the question. Are you lying or is Trump lying to me? I don't understand.
Does it bother you that these illegal aliens are bringing in crime? They're running blacks out of their own communities. They're taking jobs from them. The public schools are overcrowded with illegal aliens, so the black citizen children are suffering from it. There are fights almost every day. Healthcare has been affected by the illegal aliens and concerning black people. Does that bother you that the blacks are being affected in a negative way first and foremost?
Well, if illegals are running blacks out of their communities and the communities are ghettos, isn't that a good thing? Are they running them out to like middle class housing, or where are they going after?
Are you refusing to answer that question?
I mean, the question doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, meaning that it doesn't bother you that blacks are being affected first and foremost?
All sorts of people are affected by all sorts of issues.
When you say it doesn't make sense, are you saying that it's okay that blacks are being affected in a negative way by illegal aliens?
If we really cared about how blacks are being affected, I don't think we'd be talking about illegal immigrants' impact on health care.
I'm asking you, a white liberal, does it bother you that blacks are affected first and foremost by illegal aliens?
I don't think blacks are the only people affected.
Again, he just doesn't answer it. He can't.
I only asked about blacks.
I don't think blacks are affected that much by illegal aliens.
So you're not bothered?
I don't think it happens that much.
Are you bothered by it?
If it happened, I would be, yeah.
It is happening. Are you bothered by it?
If it really was, then yeah, I would be, but I don't think it is.
If it's like Destiny's favorite sort of like gotcha clause or something. It's like, if this is the thing, then this will happen, then yes. You just can't give a straight answer.
How would you be bothered by it?
I'm bothered by anything that bothers people in our country.
How about black people? Why are you bothered by that concerning black people?
I don't care if they're black people, but there are other Americans that are being bothered by things. It's a pretty big deal, yeah.
So you're not going to answer that. What do you think?
Oof. No, right now, this entire thing is a battle for who's going to win over the audience. Now, obviously, Jesse Lee Peterson, at the time of this, live stream, he had the advantage because, all the people watching were his own fans. But then later on, when Destiny clipped him, posted it on his own channel, then he had the advantage. But right now, it's like a battle of who's winning the audience. And I don't know about you, but right now, I'm more siding with Jesse Lee Peterson because although he's asking a lot of weird, vague, awkward questions, like very loaded as well, he's more down to earth. He's given the answers. Destiny can't. You know? So I don't know. Me as an audience member who's not very politically interested, who's here for the entertainment mainly, I'm going to side with Jesse. He seems more like the down to earth dude. I mean, just looks that way to me.
About white people who are under attack. They're called racist if they speak up or disagree with blacks and others. Their jobs are being taken away from them. Black people are attacking them, not all, but most, raping and murdering and attacking them. What do you think about that? And even Steve King, Representative Steve King, who told the truth. All he did was told the truth. And now he's under attack because he's white. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think he's under attack probably because he's very racist.
What do you think about white people being under
I
attack?
think white
when they
people are
speak up?
under attack in the United States. I think white people are doing just fine.
Do you think that you're white, right? Well, you're
I think
Cuban.
So. I mean, I look pretty white.
Yeah, you look white, but you're Cuban, half white. If you spoke out against black people and you were attacked and they took your job away from you or made you lose your job, would you be okay with that?
I mean, it would depend on what I said to get attacked, I guess.
If you spoke the truth and you were attacked, job taken away from you, and other things happened, and they call you a racist as a white man, half Cuban, would you be okay with that?
Give me an example of something I could say.
Would you be okay with that? Is the question.
Well, could you give me an example of what I would have to be okay with?
Are you here to answer questions or what?
I mean, this is a pretty loaded question. I'm just curious, what could I say
When
that
you
would
say
get them
loaded,
to attack
what do
me?
you mean by loaded?
You're assuming a lot in the question.
No, it was just a question.
Oh,
Well, yeah, you're assuming.
He made Jesse drop out of an amazing. He's like,
That I would say something that, I mean, like if I said I hated all black people or something, then yeah, I would expect people to attack me.
Do you hate all black people?
No, I don't.
You hate some black people?
I mean, I imagine so, probably.
Do you hate some black
I mean, if, maybe,
Yeah,
a basic question like, do you hate some black people? It should be a pretty easy question for anyone to answer. Like, do you hate some black people? Personally, I don't. I don't think I've really had a major argument with any black people, to be honest. It's a pretty easy question to answer. But even a question as basic as that, Destiny just can't answer. Like, do you hate some black people? It should be a quick yes or no response. Shouldn't really take that long to figure out and answer that. It should be pretty straightforward. But even that, Destiny just can't answer.
I imagine so, yeah, if I think about it.
Why do you hate them?
I don't know, because of personal issues I have with them.
What type of personal issue?
It would depend on the person. I don't know. I don't want to call out specific people I don't like on this show.
Do you love black people?
Not like I don't love any group of people because like I don't love white people or black people. There are people that I like and there are people that I don't like.
Do you love black people?
I don't understand I don't love like groups of people that look.
Do you love black people? Destiny. I don't understand. It's such a basic question. Like, Jesse's asking, do you love black people? And Destiny's response is, something like, I don't understand. What's the question? Basically, what Destiny's like having problems with is that he believes that you just can't, argue in support or against a race of people just for that being that race. Here's the problem: you can say you love black people, but have an issue with a few black people. Like, it's saying you love black people isn't that crazy of a statement to make. It's not that difficult. I don't know why he can't answer the most basic questions. It's so weird. Sorry, I had to mute the mic there.
Certain way, no.
Do you love black people?
I don't love groups of people that look a certain way.
I asked you about black people. Do you love black people?
Like a particular black person or certain types of black people?
Jesse's getting a little triggered right now. He's Destiny's like this is again. It's another like power battle right now. Jesse's asking the same question over and over again, and Destiny's trying to get to him. But this is the finisher right here.
Do you love black people?
Sure, I love black people.
He has to spell it out. It's like, do you? It's so comical, man. It's like it's such a basic question. Why is this so difficult?
Wow.
Amazing.
I'm telling you. Amazing. So you're not for the wall and you love black people. After I had to force you by asking you 10 times, you finally said, yeah.
Do you recognize there's a difference between being able to like people individually versus liking groups of people because of a reason?
Destiny, do you understand that just because you say you love all black people does not mean you can, never get into another debate with a black person? You can say you love the group of people, but still take issue to certain people within that group. It's not that, difficult of a concept.
Repeat that.
If I were to ask you, do you like gamers? What would you say?
I love all people.
All people?
See?
Okay.
See? It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
Totally love all people.
All right.
And that's how Jesse finishes him on this little tangent about, do you love black people? It's this basic question. It's the moment Destiny does his tactic he's been using the entire debate to deflect it back over to Jesse, Jesse just nails him because he answers it instantly. It's like proving it's not that hard, Destiny.
I have a question for you for someone. Hold on 1 minute. What if you criticize black for the lack of moral character? Would you criticize black people for the most, not all, but would you criticize most black people for the lack of character?
No, I wouldn't target a group of people by their skin color to criticize for.
How about black people?
No.
Do you agree with me that there's no such thing as racism, sexism, homophobism, Islamophobism, deadbeat-dadism, or white supremacism? Do you agree with me that those things don't exist? It just has everything to do with the lack of character?
I mean, it can have to do with lack of character and both exist at the same time.
Do you agree with me that those things
No, of
do
course,
not
those
exist?
things absolutely exist in the world.
You believe racism exists?
Yeah, of course.
Are you a racist?
No?
How come you're not? You're a white man.
Okay.
Why aren't you a racist?
Just because I'm white doesn't mean I have to be racist.
But that's what they think, though. They think all white people are racist. They even think you are racist. That's
Some
why
people
you're...
that think the earth is flat. That doesn't mean I think that as well.
So are you okay with black people believing that you are a racist?
I don't think all black people believe I'm a racist.
If you disagree with them, they would.
I don't think so. I've disagreed with plenty of black people that don't think I'm racist.
Amazing. Do you agree with me that most black people are suffering not because of racism, but the lack of moral character, the destruction of the family?
Could be both. Family could be destroyed because of racism. These aren't mutually exclusive.
So what now?
Family could be destroyed because of racism. It's possible.
Do you agree with me that black people are suffering not because of racism, but the lack of moral character and the destruction of the family?
I don't think black people in general have a lack of moral character, no.
I'm asking about, so you don't believe black people are suffering due to the lack, most black people are suffering due to the lack of moral character?
No, I don't think so.
How about, so are there more people?
Who?
The black people.
I don't think any group of people is inherently moral or amoral.
How about black people? Are black people amoral people?
Like amoral people or amoral people?
I mean, do they have moral? Morals.
I imagine any group of people has morals, yeah, for sure.
Most black people, so you're saying yes, black people have morals?
I would imagine so, yeah.
Do you believe that they do?
I would believe so, yeah.
You do. 77% of black babies are born out of wedlock to black women who are citizens of this country. Is that moral?
It depends on your definition of morality.
I'm asking you about yours. You
I
might
don't
guess.
believe him. I don't have a definition for morality.
Is that more to have babies out of wedlock?
I don't. This isn't how I do morality.
I didn't ask you how you did it.
Well, you did. You're asking
I'm
me if
asking
I
you,
consider it
is
moral
it
or not.
more for black women to be having babies out of wedlock?
Sure, as long as you take care of a child.
Is abortion? Is it more to have an abortion?
Okay,
Yeah, sure.
this is the moment I was waiting for. This is the moment I was waiting for, and I think this is the last little bit of the interview we're going to watch. We're about half an hour in, and for the rest of the interview, it's basically the same thing that the first 20 minutes was. It's basically just them trying to outplay each other. And for the most part, Jesse winning, because unlike Destiny, who's locked behind his weird, political ideas where he can't answer a question straightforward, and Jesse can. This part of the debate right here, this is probably the last interesting bit that I wanted to show you guys on stream. So buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, and get ready for the abortion debate, which is only about a minute long.
Sure.
Would you want your woman to abort your child?
If she really wanted to.
You would be okay with that?
I mean, it's her decision. It's her body, right?
Destiny! You know what's coming up.
Amazing.
That's how U.S. law works right now.
Amazing. Are you a beta male?
I don't.
Oh, Destiny. He walked right into that one. He's like, oh, it's the woman's body. She can do what she want. Beta.
think so.
Beta.
Are you an alpha male?
You a beta. Let me ask one, and then we'll take some calls. In South Africa, Mommy Africa, the blacks have taken over the government.
All right. That's a little bit there, but yeah, again, it just shows Destiny's like flawed beliefs.
Right?
Amazing.
Yeah, sure.
Would you want your woman to abort your child?
Hell no. Hell nah.
If she really wanted to.
You would be okay with that?
I mean, it's her decision. It's her body, right?
Amazing.
That's how U.S. law works right now.
Amazing. Are you a beta male?
Oh. Destiny. That right there is an L. That's an L. I think that's all we're going to watch with this debate. Because like I said before, it's basically just the same thing after that. It's, them both trying to outplay each other. And for the most part, it's Jesse winning. Are you genuinely, this is coming from a question from Brandon, I can't say your last name. Brandon, are you genuinely on the side of Jesse in this conversation? Okay, here's the thing, right? And let me play back the music again. There we go. Here's the thing. Jesse asks a lot of weirdly vague questions to Destiny that are almost impossible to answer. So obviously, from a side of like who won the actual debate, I'd say neither. It wasn't really a debate in the first place. It was, as I explained in the beginning of the podcast, it was a sort of like, I'm gonna get you on my show, and we're gonna have. It's like, this is how Willie Mack did a video on this, and he described it as like the world's two most unlikable people sitting in a room for almost an hour talking about politics. It's not a real debate. From an entertainment standpoint, I think Jesse clearly won. He's actually able to answer questions straightforward, and he's smart enough to know how to play Destiny like a fiddle. But in fairness, Destiny, getting their names mixed up, Destiny does fire back at him in a little bit. I remember when they were when Jesse was making fun of Destiny for having like a female like name, and Destiny said something like, "Oh, well, your name's Jesse. If I heard Jesse was coming in the room, I'd expect a pretty lady or something." That was a good part right there. So generally, I'm on the side of Jesse in this. I think he's did a good part in really messing with Destiny's head a little, but Destiny did have his moments there. I like Destiny. I know Destiny has this thing where he will outright hate anyone who's sort of conservative or right leaning, and you know what? I don't think that's the right way to look at the world. I like Destiny. I disagree with him a lot, but I like Destiny. I think he is a good streamer. He's highly entertaining, and it's interesting just to listen to him, even if I disagree with a lot of his stuff, like how he doesn't care about his own heritage or how he doesn't care about the country he's from. He doesn't care about anything that made him. I think that's weird, but it's his opinion. So, and I find that interesting that there are people who are like that. But that's my whole thoughts on the matter. Really, it's interesting. It's interesting out there. But anyway, guys, I think that we're about an hour in. That's about my minimum for these. I think I'm going to call it quits tonight so I can go get some food. I'm pretty hungry. But I think the way we're going to do this from now on is we're going to dual stream this. Stream the copy of this over onto YouTube because I'm looking at the views tonight. And, they're not the best. So I'm thinking we're going to dual stream this to my second channel. Basically so that we can sort of like get more people in here. Not have it integrated where it shows like the YouTube like sort of views and stuff. Just do it like a stream copy or something. I think that's the best way to get more people over here, get people knowing what's going on Twitch. But you know what? If we have no viewers, it's fine. I don't really care. Anyway, with that being said, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for watching first episode of Rfc After Hours. This will be going up on YouTube here shortly. I'd say probably late tonight. I'll tweet out in the morning just in case you missed it. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the stream, and let's go find someone to host, just because why not? Let's see. Let's go on my stream right now. But yeah, next time we'll have a YouTube variant of the stream, so you YouTube people can have a little more time watching this. I'll host just Flander. He's doing a speedrun right now, I think. Let's go ahead and host him. Alright, peace out, guys.